There's never been a player at club level that has done what Messi has done. And I think most people will agree that Messi's Barca career easily trumps his Argentina career, 100%. And the fact that he's still able to register these amounts of goals, the fact that he still cares this much and he is still asserting himself to this degree at his age is admirable. So find you a nice, wholesome, beautiful black woman who knows how to season her food out. Someone took his jersey. She is an attention WHORE. That's what she is. She's an attention WHORE. Find you a nice, wholesome, beautiful black woman who knows how to season her food and take proper care of you, keeps you out of the headlines and keeps you focused on your football. That's what you need to do. She's an influencer, and what she just goes from one guy to another guy to another guy to another guy. An attention WHORE. In 2024, who in their right mind would trade Barcelona for Man United? Even United, Fergie era United, when United were top, you still would be like, okay, maybe, but it still wouldn't be like a foregone conclusion that you would trade Barcelona for Man United. No, like, sorry, no. No spells, no, so you're out of the freaking game. No spells, no, so you're out of the freaking game. So, no, like, I don't get that. I really do not get that. So, yeah, I'm in the club of my dreams, Barcelona. So yeah, yes, of course it's his club of his freaking dreams. Where else would he want to go? And specifically, why would he now go from Barca to United? Look how United are right now. Dybala, man, release clause of 13 million euros. Now, so I put out a tweet, said, oh, this could be a bargain. Then one said, injury record, injury merchants. 13 million, yeah. 13 million worth of gamble. Put it this way. If you're a club that has 50 million and that's it, no. If you're a club that has 300 million, yeah. We get him. He's injured, hardly ever plays. But it was worth the gamble. You see, if it was like 50 million, 60 million, heck no. It's a gamble. And my saying that for 13 million, if you have the money, it's worth the gamble. If you're Sevilla or you're Brentford, no. 13 million, that's too steep a price for an injury record. If you're PSG or you are the free spending Todd B. Chelsea, 13 million, fine. My initial reaction is I don't care. And let me explain. This has nothing to do with Cristiano. Anybody who knows me is that World Cups, Continental Trophies, Euros, AFCONs, Asia Cups, Copa Americas, UCLs, league trophies. That's all I care about. Don't care about Ballon d'Ors. Don't care about stats. Don't care about milestones. That means nothing to me. It means nothing to me. So for this and stuff, I'm like, okay. Okay. That's just my initial reaction. Now, put that to one side. Objectively speaking, let's just speak objectively. Let's just get the subjective half out of it. Objectively speaking, it's great. It's great because it's the fact that he's still able to register these amounts of goals. The fact that he still cares this much and he is still asserting himself to this degree at his age is admirable. So one thing I always give Cristiano is, we like him or not, the guy is dedicated. And how he has dedicated himself for such a long period of time into the art of goal scoring, which is one of the hardest things to do in football, you have to admire him. So my thing here is that, bro, at his age, he's managed to score the most goals in a calendar year across the world. That's amazing. And that's amazing. And I think for Cristiano, he's like, okay, I may not have won the World Cup, even though he'll be there in 2026. But before I go, any other milestone that there is, I'm going to knock it down. I'm going to knock it down to make sure that people remember me. Messi is one of the greatest players of all time. Maradona is one of the greatest players of all time. So these are super greats. And yes, it is very unlikely that there will ever be a player that will be as good as Messi. But we said the same thing about Maradona. Like after Maradona retired, people thought, man, there's no chance that Messi came along. So even though I don't think there'll ever be a player as great as Maradona or Messi to come from Argentina, I just don't think that will happen, just based on how extraordinary these players are. You have to still give room for that possibility because you just never know. You just never know. Because you could have a situation where a player comes through from Argentina that is just as talented as Messi and Maradona, just in the same realm. Doesn't have that great of a club career. But this guy goes crazy. What if this guy comes through, wins 2 World Cups for Argentina, wins 2 Copa Americas for Argentina, and he actually does better for Argentina than he does for a club? Because let's keep it a stack. Messi is the greatest club player of all time, hands down. There's never been a player at club level that has done what Messi has done. And I think most people will agree that Messi's Barca career easily trumps his Argentina career, 100%. And for Maradona, people say, no, what he did for Argentina, just in that World Cup alone, well, that's what you could say, Argentina, Napoli. So for Maradona, you could say it's 50-50 based on the DOI for Napoli and the dot for Argentina and the World Cup. But for Messi, it's like he finally got his dub, especially that last Copa America where he went crazy, and obviously the World Cup in Qatar where he finally showed up and I finally got good. But let's keep it real. We expected Messi to be much better for Argentina based on his talent level, like what happened in the 2010 World Cup, what happened in those 2 Copa Americas, specifically Chile in the final, in the 2014 World Cup. So there could be another player that comes through who he'll never match Messi club-wise. No one is ever matching Messi club-wise. That's never happening. But he could do better than Messi at the international level. So that can happen. But my thing though is give someone a chance because it's Argentina. Bro, Ariel Ortega was good. Not as good as them, but Ariel Ortega was good. He was still a quality player. Pablo Aimar was good. Riquelme, I view Riquelme as like a footballing idol. Even if he got screwed over by Peckerman at the 06 World Cup by him getting subbed off, I still feel Riquelme is one of the most unique and I feel one of the most advanced midfield minds the game has ever seen. And he was in number 10. So my thing is that there's going to be another guy coming through and Argentina have a good young crew coming through. Christian, should he be in the top 10 players? It's a tricky one because it's all down to, do you respect the Saudi Pro League? That is just the $1 million question. Do we respect and do we recognize or take the Saudi Pro League seriously? If we do, sure, 100%. If we don't, So it just depends on whether we respect the Saudi Pro League. For me, should I put him as top 10 best players in the world? Personally, for me, I say no. And the reason why I say no is not taking anything away from what he's done. My criteria is to be the best, you've got to play against the very best. So the top 10 best players have to be players from Europe because everybody around the world comes into Europe to come and play and say, what's up? So that is how I sort of discuss it. But it's a difficult one because you could have a player in the Saudi Pro League who is still bloody amazing. Like Benzema or Kante, if they're in Europe, they'll still be amazing. So Benzema and Kante could still be part of the best 10 best players in the world. But because they're playing in the Saudi Pro League, can you still put them there? So it's very hard to gauge, which is why you only... So from that point of view, Cristiano, he has to. Because if we're saying, okay, let's disregard where you're playing, let it just be fair. Who are just the best players in the world based on what they're doing in whatever league they're in, you've got to name Cristiano because he has scored the most goals in the calendar year. So, despite a stellar year at Arouca, Morlai Sila was left out of Guinea's AFCON squad. The reason? He accused Guinea head coach Kaba Diawara of stealing the shirts that Vinicius gave him after the friendly match versus Brazil and demanded a search in the locker room. I mean, what do you want me to say? Like, AFCON has not even started and we're having stories like this now. I mean, now, I don't know what happened, but the fact remains that someone took his jersey. someone took his jersey. Someone took his jersey. And someone knows that a signed Brazil shirt by Vinicius is worth a lot. Either worth a lot of money or something to now keep. But it's just such a weird story. You're not going to AFCON, not because of injury, not because of personal reasons. You've been left out because you think your coach stole your signed Vinicius Brazil jersey and you demanded a search in the locker room. To watch the rest of this vid and gain access to more content crack, think about becoming a Patreon member. Click the link below in the description box or head over to patreon.com/halfhope and gain access to more content crack. Let's ride.